Someone used git commit with meaningless message. I need to stop it. In this video I will show you 5 tools that will level up your Git game. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and let's go.
I don't like repetitive actions. All this button clicking, filling in the forms, waiting until the browser loads the page. Our first tool will be Hub. I don't understand how people survive not using it. If you use GitHub, it's basically must-have. It saves loads of time. With one command I can create new GitHub repo, open this repo in browser, create new issue, create new pull request, fork the repo, and tons of other stuff listed on their website. For example, to create new GitHub repo, I just open the project folder, then I type in hub create, and then to open the repo webpage, I type hub browse. It works very fast. The tool is easy to install, it is in Homebrew for Mac and in Linux Brew for Linux. You can also find precompiled binary package in precompiled binary package brew for other systems. The only con is that it's only compatible with GitHub. If you know similar tools for GitLab, Bitbucket or other repositories, let me know in the comments. Next tool is Husky. And it also provides some automation for Git. But while Hub was adding new commands, Husky adds nice interface to work with Git hooks. Git hooks are small scripts that run on certain actions in Git, for example on commit or on push. They are available without Husky as well. If you open your Git project and then navigate to .git folder, you will see hooks folder there. And if you open it, you'll see example scripts there. Husky allows to create those scripts easily and distribute them inside your team. The most common example is running tests on commit. It is super easy to set up. We can add configuration inside package.json or in separate file. It will have same syntax anyway. We just specify with what Git action we want our script to be triggered. In our case it's yarn test. Let's try to run git commit and we can see our tests running. If tests will fail, it will abort the commit process. We've used it in many teams I've worked with. I would say it's pretty convenient. The commit will take a bit longer, but there will be less chance of pushing broken changes. You can also limit those hooks to specific branches. Then it will be even more convenient. Besides tests, you can also set up linters. Some people set up prettier on commit. Another example is automatically installing dependencies when you pull the changes. I prefer to do it manually, but I can see why people would want to automate it. It sucks to pull the changes and then see your build broken, because you now have to install some missing library. Project is very popular, you can support it creating new pull request or by donating some money. One downside is that it's npm package, so it's only available for JavaScript projects. Write in the comments if you know same tool but for other languages. Commitism. Recently I read a blog post where a developer shared his approach to automate Git commits. He created a bash script that would automatically create new commit with message update and then instantly push. Honestly, I think it's pretty bad idea, because if you will follow this routine, your Git history will eventually become a mess and you might struggle trying to find a bug that was introduced a couple of commits ago. Here is a better option. Use Commitism. It is a Git plugin. It provides an additional command, git cz, and it automatically formats your commits using conventional commit standard. This standard describes commit message formatting. Simply speaking, it follows this structure. It has type, scope, description, where type can be feature, bug fix, docs enhancement. Scope is, for example, package that was affected by this commit, and inside description block you just tell what have changed. It can also optionally have body and footer. Now your commit history will be tidy, easy to read, and also you will have 2 benefits for free. First, you can get automatic semantic versioning of your packages, and second, you can now generate your changelog automatically. For those who don't know, semantic versioning is a system where your version consists of 3 numbers: major, minor, and patch. When we make backwards incompatible API changes, we increase the major version. If it's backwards compatible changes, it's minor version. And if it's a backwards compatible bug fix, then it's patch. Now, just by taking a glance on a version, we can easily tell what have changed. If you have breaking changes, how big is the update overall. The opposite of this approach is sentimental versioning. Here is even a website describing this system of versioning. In this case, you don't have to follow any specific guidelines, and you can name your versions however you want. Anyway, when you use Commitism, you don't even have to think about it, because you already have it automated on commit level. For example, if you have breaking change, it will be reflected in your commit message, because Commitism will ask you about it. If it was just a patch, it will also be reflected in your commit messages. If it's a new feature, it will be in commit message anyway. And when it will be the time to release your package, you will be able to generate your version automatically. And also, as your commits are now carefully named, you can generate changelog from them. Here is a website describing why would you need it and how to do it. In short, it helps to track important changes in your project. And remember, you don't have to do any additional effort to do this. Everything is derived from your commit messages. We really enjoyed using it in my current team. Not only our commit messages become more tidy, but we also started to do them more frequently. When you know that you will have to specify the scope and all the details that committees will ask you, you really start thinking more about what are you going to commit, what have you done in this batch. So this tool also organizes you. Important note here is that Committizen only provides the interface. All the message formatting logic is provided by plugins. On Committizen page on GitHub you will find plugin that will suit your specific needs. We ended up developing our own plugin, but that's only because we had some specific requirements to work with mono repos. For example, we wanted the scope to be packages that we touched in current commit. And also we wanted it to automatically mark the changed packages. It was quite easy to achieve, so if you will decide to write your own plugin, just use some existing as a template and you probably won't have any problems. If you don't like the idea of creating commits automatically, but you still want to validate formatting, then use commitlint. You can launch it manually or using Git hooks, for example, Husky. It will verify that your commit message conforms specific format and will output errors if it's not the case. Personally, I don't really like this approach. I believe that if something can be automated, it should be automated. And also, I don't like machines yelling at me and saying that I'm doing something wrong. So I prefer Committizen setup, but that's basically a matter of taste. And the last instrument for today is gitignore.io. It is a website where you can generate gitignore file for any type of project. Now you don't have to worry if you will forget to add any sort of file or folder to your gitignore file. Alternatively, there is a collection of pre-made gitignore files on GitHub. I will provide link in the description.
Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what would you like to see next, what is interesting to you. Press a like button and see you next time.